Hello, I'm Jeremy Searle, and today I'd like to talk to you again about gun control, or the lack of it in Canada. And more specifically today I'd like to address what I believe to be the issue that Canada, much as we, the citizens, like to pretend otherwise, is in fact a gun worshipping, a gun facilitating society. Guns are up front in Canada. Yes, we like to vaunt our controls, our gun registry, our civic mindedness and the like. But it turns out that Canada is in fact up front for public consumption, a country that worships the gun. How do I come to this conclusion? Look around you. I'm broadcasting from Montreal, but the same goes across Canada, across North America, certainly across our province of Quebec. We live in a society where the police, even though no more than 5% of them during an entire lifetime of service in the police, 30 years or more, will ever be expected to draw their gun in anger or response. Normally they get called to scenes where they're prepared to draw their guns, where they wear their guns as aggressive, in your face, bristling, keep away from me, I can kill you objects on their hips in full view for no reason whatsoever. Now in other countries such as England, where more than 20% of the police are armed, you certainly don't need all of the police armed. The police, when there's need for an intervention with guns, are called to the scene. They don't all go to the scene. Those with guns can go to the scene. But in England, for instance, the police with guns keep them concealed under their uniforms. You've all watched TV, you've seen how the detectives, they have these little holster things so that they can carry their gun without it being visible. Why would the person carrying a gun want the bad guys to know they're carrying a gun, unless they want the good guys also to be aware of the presence of the gun and threaten them. In other countries, you go up to the police officer, you talk to them, you ask them for directions. In Montreal, you don't do that. In North America, because they wear paramilitary uniforms, they've got a gun on their hip. Now a gun is there for only one reason, which is to kill other human beings. That's what a sidearm on a human being is for. It's not for hunting Godzilla or King Kong when it comes into the city. It's for shooting human beings. So even though you're perfectly law abiding, you do not approach a police officer who has a gun strapped visibly on the hip. Now the situation is made worse in Montreal. The fact that the police have decided to become incredibly frightened of something, and they now all wear visible Kevlar vests. So they're not only carrying a message saying that they wish to threaten you with their gun, but also they're carrying a message that they're afraid of being attacked at any moment. So the police officer, who should be your friend, gives you a message that, hey, I'm threatening you, but I'm afraid of you, I'm afraid of you, I'm threatening you. Everybody's a threat now. I'm making this broadcast on September the 30th, when we've had a horrible disaster with a section of Highway 19 collapsing, casualties, deaths, and yet we see the police on the highway standing around, control overall of course, wearing Kevlar bulletproof vests, or semi-bulletproof vests. They don't have the decency to leave their bulletproof vests in the car. They're carrying a message that they feel always threatened. Now when the police carry a message that they feel always threatened, that means that they're always a hair trigger away from killing you, the citizen. So this creates that gulf between the police and the citizens. In a sensible society, the only people who should have guns, of course the military have to have guns, are the police, who are there to protect us. As we know, the criminals will get themselves guns somehow, but they're out for profit. They're mostly going to be fighting with the police. That's the way it should be. Anytime a private citizen owns a gun, we have a deterioration of public safety. So let's ask our security officers, the police, to have a little confidence in themselves, shed those Kevlar vests, put the guns out of sight. Let's all get together and move forward with a little confidence, because we don't protect ourselves by waving weapons around, by putting guns on our hips, by being afraid and wearing Kevlar vests and showing our fear. We protect ourselves by confidence in ourselves and in those who protect us. Let's all give it a try. Good night.